Have you ever felt like something's missing inside? Have you found yourself constantly seeking qualities in other people? Think about this internally for a second. Sometimes we can subconsciously look for things in other people that make us feel complete, even though we might not see it in that way or know that we're doing it. What if this missing piece is inside of you, waiting to be discovered? Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Finding Yourself Again. My name's Dontre. I'm a narcissist survivor who's dedicated my life to helping others heal from trauma, toxic relationships, abuse, childhood neglect, as well as mental health disorders. The purpose of this channel is to be a light and guide for you on your healing journey towards finding yourself. If this content resonates with you, then hit the subscribe button, drop a like or a comment. I ain't gonna hold y'all up, so with that being said, let's get into today's video. So the topic of today's video is gonna be how to be whole. And we're gonna talk about the Anima and the Animus. So we're gonna talk about the definition of Anima and Animus. If many of you, some of you may have heard of it, some of you may have not heard about it, but we're gonna get into it. So we're going to be diving into the Swiss psychologist Carl Jung's concepts about the Anima and Animus on this video. The Anima is the feminine aspect in men. This is unconscious. And the Animus is the masculine aspect in women. This is also unconscious. These aren't about gender roles. It's about the amount of benefits and rich qualities that we all possess. So let's talk about what this relates to most. This journey of integrating our Anima or Animus is crucial for achieving psychological wholeness. This is something Carl Jung referred to as individuation. It deeply impacts our self-perception, personal growth, and especially the health and dynamics of our relationships, helping us to stop projecting our unmet needs onto others. So we're going to talk about the purpose of this video and my experience, right? So the purpose of this video is to explore Carl Jung's insightful theories on the Anima and the Animus, in order to help us understand why connecting with our inner masculine and feminine energies is essential for completeness and healthier relationships. We'll uncover how these archetypes influence our unconscious and how integrating them can lead to a more authentic and fulfilling future. So a little bit about my experience. Learning about the Anima and the Animus was eye-opening to me because I grew up with a background where the masculine archetype was the only one really acceptable for me, right? Being a man, coming from my background that I come from, and it's difficult to tap into your feminine and not feel uncomfortable or judged or shamed for it, right? I mean, even saying that, there's a sense of uncomfortableness even just saying, me tapping into my feminine as a man, right? You don't typically hear that, and that's why this is very interesting. But I think that Carl Jung is onto something here, and I really resonated with this when I learned about it. And this video isn't to replace or change your perspective, right? This video is meant to open your mind up to different perspectives and possibilities, and this can go for women as well, right? Don't worry about others' opinions. Understand why you are on this journey. So for me, the reason I implement my feminine or Anima is because I understand that if I'm not complete, I'm going to be subconsciously seeking and entering relationships from a place of need, not a place of authentic connection. So this idea of the Anima or the Animus has shifted my perspective on why we're drawn to certain people, and more importantly, why the qualities we admire or resent in others are often reflections of unacknowledged parts of ourselves. This is a path to self-acceptance and a deeper form of love. So we're going to go over some key points, information, and skills, right? So, archetypal foundations. Carl Jung believed that the Anima and Animus are universal primordial archetypes in our unconscious, meaning it's a part of us that we're not thinking about. It's just in our mind, right? And it's shaping our perceptions and interactions even before we're aware of them. That's what his beliefs were. Um, Projection and relationships. When these inner figures stay unconscious, what happens is we tend to project them onto others, seeking our ideal partner or being inexplicably drawn to or repelled by certain traits. It's like we don't know why we're drawn to or rejected to certain people, certain traits in people. To us, we don't know why we're drawn to certain people, but in reality, we're drawn to those traits. And a lot of people don't know why either. This can lead to disillusionment in relationships when the projection inevitably shatters, because the projection is going to inevitably end at some point because it's not authentic, right? So it's going to come to an end. It's going to be shattering for sure. The path to wholeness, individuation. So this is the true goal of integrating or using the Anima and Animus. We're going to talk about individuation and the definition of it. So this is the process of becoming a fully integrated, unique self where conscious and unconscious aspects are harmonized. This self-discovery fosters a sense of inner completeness, reducing the need to find it externally in somebody or something else. So that's what individuation is. We're trying to get to this process of individuation where we're fully integrated, a unique self, and we're conscious and our unconscious aspects are harmonized. So we're going to also talk about dreams and active imagination. Carl Jung saw dreams, fantasies, and even our strongest attractions as pathways to understanding and engaging with these inner figures. Active imagination, a technique of conscious dialogue with unconscious content, is a powerful tool for integration. Let's go over some skills, right? So for men to tap into your anima or feminine qualities, here are some skills that can help you with that. This is going to look like embracing emotional vulnerability. So you can practice expressing a full range of emotions beyond strength or anger. Allow yourself to feel and articulate sadness, joy, fear, and compassion. Another one is to cultivate intuition and creativity. Engage in activities that foster your intuitive side, like exploring interests, music, nature, etc. Pay attention to your gut feelings and inner wisdom. Another one is nurture relationships. Practice active listening, empathy, and building deeper, more emotionally connected bonds with others who deserve it, obviously. And focus on understanding and supporting. The next is self-reflection and inner dialogue. Dedicate time to introspect on your emotional reactions and internal states, perhaps through meditation or quiet contemplation. So make sure you're dedicating time to yourself to think and introspect and think about yourself throughout the day and think about how you feel, and meditate and contemplate quietly. For women to tap into your animus or masculine qualities, here are some things that you can do to help you with this. You can develop assertiveness and conviction. Practice setting clear boundaries, expressing your opinions firmly yet respectfully, and taking decisive action in your life. It's not about acting masculine, but it's about tapping into your masculine qualities. The next one is next one is going to be engage with logic and objective thought. When faced with life challenges, practice stepping back to analyze situations logically and objectively, even if emotions are strong. Develop problem-solving skills for this one. The next one is going to be cultivate independence and initiative. Take charge of projects, pursue goals, personal goals, and with determination, and embrace healthy competition or challenge to develop your inner strength. And the next one is going to be constructive self-analysis. This is where you're going to learn to critically evaluate your actions and beliefs, not with harsh judgment, but with a desire for objective understanding and growth. So, in the conclusion, discovering your inner harmony. Today, we explore Carl Jung's concepts of the Anima and the Animus, understanding that true wholeness comes from using these essential masculine and feminine aspects within ourselves. This journey isn't about changing who you are, but becoming more fully yourself. Embracing your Anima or Animus allows you to tap into a wellspring of strength, creativity, and understanding. By doing the inner work, you'll not only unlock personal potential, but also foster more authentic, complete, and truly liberating connections with people. Your journey to wholeness begins within. It's beautiful. And I hope that you guys really appreciated this video, man. I took some good notes on this, and Carl Jung is a Swiss psychologist that I have been looking into for some time now, and I really like his thoughts and theories on stuff. You know, it really resonates with me, and I think that my audience can benefit from his perspective. You know, so I figured I would include some of the things that I've taken with me along the way and put them out, you know, here for you guys. And like I said, you know, this video isn't to persuade you to look at things spiritually or psychologically. You know, you can look at things however you want to. This is to open your mind to viewing things in different perspectives, because I believe that there's a lot of different aspects to this, right? I believe that there's some spiritual aspects. There's also some, for the most part, psychological aspects, you know? So I believe in all of that. But like I said, I'm not here to tell you what to believe in or not to believe in. But other than that, I appreciate y'all for watching my video. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, drop a comment, let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know, in your opinion, how you view these things. And yeah, let me know maybe what you guys would want to see next or something like that. You guys can send me an email at findingyourselfagain@gmail.com. findingyourselfagain@gmail.com. And then you could also hit me up on my IG or TikTok, which is going to be Find Yourself Again. FindUrselfagain. And then I got a Facebook. You could hit me up on there, Dontre Royal, DONTREROYAL. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys are taking great care of your guys' self, practicing radical self-care, self-compassion, self-love. I hope you're healing, reading, nurturing yourself, and on the route to learning who you truly are. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye.